here. It drops to negative 220 degrees Fahrenheit. This machine will help him heal better and heal faster so he can work out harder the next day.
When I come out, I'm going straight to it. Let's get to it, man.
3 minutes is like the optimal time that you can do this. So I really want to build him up to 3 minutes. He has a real hard time with the cold. Like negative 190 Fahrenheit right now.
This is a brutal sport, very, very brutal sport. Everything takes punishment in this sport. Let me out. Let me out.
Do at least two. You gotta do at least two.
Come on, Dave, let me out a little bit.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Come on, Dave, let me out.
You're doing good.
Dave, you gotta let me out. Dave, you gotta let me out. Dave, you gotta let me out. I'm frozen. Dave,
Okay,
Dave, let me out. Dave.
I'm gonna let you out on 130. Ready?
Come on, Dave, let me out. My legs feel like spaghetti. Dave, well, you know, this skin different, man. This skin is a tropical climate. You know what I'm saying? You got that snowboard skin. You know me.
Do one more minute?
I'll do 1 more minute, yeah. But Dave, I tell you, let me out, let me out. It's cold.
Okay, I'll let you out of here. You said this time.
The unspoken component of greatness isn't mere talent, but endurance. To train longer and harder. That has always been Floyd's strong suit.
With Floyd, he had a competitive spirit about him that was different than any other fighter I ever worked with. He was easier to get to train than any other fighter I ever worked with. With Floyd, I can remember being in the gym with him, and Carlos Navarro was the #1 ranked 119-pounder. And Floyd would spar 10 rounds, and that's enough. And I'd say, well, Navarro went 12 today. Well, I'm going 13. Navarro ran 3 miles today. Well, I'm going to run 4. He was very, very focused that way. He wanted to win. And whatever it took to win is what Floyd was going to do.
For those that don't know, when my dad went to prison when I was 16, Don Hale brought me in and treated me like I was a son. Him and his wife treated me, I can't even say good. They treated me great.
Big Floyd had sent little Floyd to stay with Roger when he had to go to jail. And Roger couldn't handle it. After a couple of weeks, he sent him back to Grand Rapids. But he was concerned about him. So that's when he talked to me about watching out for him.
For 2 years, beginning in 1994, Mayweather lived with Hale and his family. During a tumultuous time in Floyd's adolescence, they provided the stability he needed.
Here's me with Floyd when he was an amateur. I would guess him to be 18 there. And this picture was made in my office. Floyd sitting there with all of his trophies. Oh, Floyd loved attention. Floyd always wanted to know who he was. So, even whenever he would be coming back from fights and what have you, he'd want people to know that he won a fight. So, yeah, he liked the attention.
When Don Hale brought me in, it motivated me to want to buy a house like that, to want to put my mother in a big house. So, if I never had a chance to tell him thank you, I really appreciate him. Because these guys, they bought me top clothes and top shoes, and that was before I was even, 21, because by the time I was 21, I was a millionaire.
It didn't turn out that way for all Don Hale's protégés, including Nate Jones. Today, Jones trains his own stable of fighters and is among the champ's most trusted advisors. If it's not what Jones imagined for himself, in some ways, it's a lot better. At 21, Nate was released from prison and trying to find his way on boxing's amateur circuit. That's when he met Floyd. They became friends first, then teammates on the Olympic squad. But that's where their paths would diverge.
After the Olympics in 1996, where we both won bronze medals, he went his way with his professional career. I went my way. My career didn't go as good as his. I only had 21 professional fights. In 2001, I decided to retire. I felt like my body was telling me, hey, Nate, it's over. So you gave it a good run. If it ends here, it's okay.
He knew his career was winding down. What he didn't know was what his future held.
After I retired, things went crazy, and I was very depressed. A lot of people was looking down on me, like, this guy was Olympian, look at him now. I was down to my last change. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I wanted to go back to selling drugs or trying to stick up people to make a living. I'm glad I wasn't forced to do that, because Floyd gave me that call when he heard I retired. He gave me that call and said, look, Nate, you're gonna be one of the best trainers in boxing. You know the game. And he turned the light on, and I've been reaching for that goal ever since. You're gonna get there, baby. Hard work pays. Can't be denied. Can't be denied.
Just work. Hardest working man in the business. Don't cry, don't complain, just work. I'm there strong. Stiffen. Stiffen.
Nate's loyal, no matter what. Through rain, sleet, snow, or hell, he's loyal. Real friend. I will always love him, and I always will be there for him and his family. As long as he's my friend, he will always be okay.
He's been like my guardian angel sometimes, so I just really look at things different now, because it changed my life a little bit, so I don't know.
Those who grant unconditional love and unvarnished truth.
Losing with the feet, losing with the feet. Perfect. Good work.
The foundation of all he's built.
When you get inside that ring, if you can't see nobody else, you can spot your family. I love to see him smile and root for me.
Damn good work, baby.
Manny Pacquiao.
Now he faces an opponent unlike him in all but the most fundamental way. Not merely driven, but possessed with ambition. Manny Pacquiao rose from the squalor of General Santos City to find his fortune in a legion of followers.
Manny Pacquiao, you don't know him? He's there inside. Come on.
Over the years, these fighters have created competing empires. Each flies its own colors, its own culture, its own people. But in a week's time, the empires matter less than the fighters themselves.
Only two people getting in that ring.
On May 2nd, Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather will go it alone. Don't miss Mayweather versus Pacquiao, Saturday, May 2nd, live on pay-per-view.